This is Tommy Watt for T2T Boxing. I'm here today in Chullora with none other than George Kambosos. How you doing, mate?
Man, I'm good. Feeling great.
You.
Physically, mentally feeling great. And excited. Very exciting times.
Yeah, it's been a little while, mate. And I know you say on-off with your fights, not knowing exactly when the date's going to be, but I think we've got it all sort of set in stone now with Lee Selby.
Yep, all set. October 31st, 1st of November here, Sunday morning in Australia. It will be on the Usyk Chisora card. Pretty sure the co-main event. So
very exciting.
Massive,
very exciting.
Massive platform to make a huge statement in this World Title Eliminator. And obviously we all know where this World Title Eliminator leads to as well. So I'm excited to get to the UK and do the business.
Yeah, so we talked about you getting over to the UK for a long time now, so it's good to see it sort of finally happening. Obviously made some statements over in the US, but I think your division in particular is pretty deep in the UK, so it's good to get yourself over there as well and start building that name up. Now, with the negotiations, there's been a lot in the news about that, with the purse bid and then the changed offer from Eddie Hearn, and you've somehow ended up with more money. So how did that all come about? What sort of happened there?
Oh, it's been crazy, man. But most important thing is I've stayed focused. I've stayed in the gym. 2-3 times a day I've been training extremely hard. And whatever has happened on that side, I've got a fantastic team. From my manager Peter Khan to my Australian manager advisor Jim Kambosos to my promoter Lou DiBella. They have not stopped behind the scenes and made sure that we got what we wanted and we're prepared for any way that it was going to go. So yeah, look, it went back to a purse bid and ended up making more money. But again, it's not about the money. It never was about the money. The money will come. But I'm here for the glory. I'm here for the world title.
Yeah, and I know I spoke to yourself and your team when the news came out that there was going to go to purse bids, and you guys seemed pretty confident that you were going to win that one. So obviously ended up with more money is a good result. But were you actually keen to get it in Australia, or was there some of that bluster just to get the price back up? There's a talk that somebody was saying you were just trying to push that back up.
No. We Ferocious Promotions had the money. The money was coming from obviously myself and my team. Obviously, DiBella was representing us at the purse bid, being in the US, and we were fair dinkum. We had everything set.
And was that to bring the fight over?
Bring the fight here to Sydney. We were going to bring the fight into Sydney, but look, everything happens for a reason. It was destined for me to fight Selby in his backyard in the UK, like I did with Mickey Bay. And I think, to be honest, I get up when I fight these guys in their backyard. And I love fighting a former world champion in their backyard and beating them in their home. That's the fight I am. I'm a warrior. I've been travelling for the last 4 years worldwide, fighting the best fighters and taking the risks. I could have stayed here, like I've said a long time ago. Could have stayed here and built good momentum and brought imports and just made a massive name here and made a certain amount of money. But like I said, it's not about the money. It was always about being where I want to go and my legacy. And look, you can see the fans now and the supporters. They know who Kambosos is. The amount of respect I get from all the fans. I know there was a time when obviously me and you used to talk back in the day with the Ogilvy and Bala fights. And it would be a 50-50. Love Kambosos, hate Kambosos. Now it's pretty much 99% to that 1% that are going to say something. But
whenever I put a video up, I still hear from the ones that don't.
Look,
they're still vocal.
You get the ones that just personally don't like me, and like I said, it is what it is. When I keep doing my thing and keep earning my respect overseas and being these former world champions, I'm sure they're going to come on board, and look, we'll welcome them on board.
And what a card to be part of as well. I mean, Usyk Chisora is going to be a great fight. I know everyone's been looking forward to that since that's been moved around a fair bit as well. So being on the undercard is such an exciting fight. Those shows have been shown really well worldwide, haven't they? The matchroom shows.
It's going to be awesome. You got to think and put the puzzles together. You got Kambosos, Selby, IBF World Title Eliminator to become mandatory to the winner of Lomachenko Lopez. October 17th they fight. Myself and Selby fight October 31st. You got the man Usyk, who's best mates with Lomachenko, who is trained by Lomachenko's dad. So the puzzles are all filling into
so
itself.
So you'll be putting a bit of pressure on Team Usyk while you're out there to put in a good word.
Yeah, well they already know. They already know that there is a lot of noise coming from Australia, and it's a fight that the whole of the country wants.
Yeah.
And look, Pacquiao Horn was huge, but this will be bigger. We're talking about unified world titles. We're talking about the pound for pound #1.
And someone in their prime as well.
And in their prime.
Absolutely.
So, look,
huge.
It's exciting, but my focus is on Lee Selby. I'm so hungry for this fight. I've been so focused since since January when I knew this fight was happening.
Yeah, and going on to Lee Selby, he had his win over Ricky Burns last year, which was a real tough fight. It was quite impressive. He dug deep in that fight to sort of beat Ricky Burns in his own game. What did you take much from that fight? What kind of Lee Selby do you think's coming in? Because tell from my accent, I've grown up watching him, and I think prime Lee Selby gives anyone trouble. Do you think we're seeing a prime Lee Selby in a few weeks?
I want the best Lee Selby. I want the best Selby, so there's no excuses. Like I said, to be honest, Ricky Burns, I believe Ricky Burns won the fight, so really it should be Kambosos Ricky Burns in this World Title Eliminator. But look, it's Selby, and I want the best Selby there. I want to make a statement. I want no excuses from the guy. And I said, the man's a former world champion, featherweight former world champion. He made a few defences down in that weight. But this is a new era. It's 2020. This is a new era. The new boys are in town now.
And so it's been about 6 months for both of you. It's been just over 6 months since you've been in the ring. Probably be coming up to 11 months by the time you actually get in there.
Yeah.
So you're sparring with Danny Kennedy here today, and you've been doing some work with guys like Daniel Lewis in the last few weeks. So you must be keeping sharp, and you must feel pretty confident about your sort of shape going into the fight.
To be honest, I haven't stopped sparring. I haven't stopped training. I've been training 2 times a day, 3 times a day. Smart training, and we're sparring. I've sparred over 90 rounds already. Now when I move my next part of camp, my second phase of camp to Miami, there'll be another good solid work of sparring with some really good sparring partners. Xander Zayas, Emmanuel Tager, a few other good solid guys are there ready. And look, I've had a great camp here. Mick Akaway.
I was going to say, it's quite a setup you've got here in the gym. So Mick Akaway's gym up in Chullora, isn't it? And it's the first time I've been here.
Yeah, just
really
boxing.
Nice space.
They're doing big things, and it's a pleasure to be with a great team here. Mick's a champion, a permanent fixture in Team Ferocious, and look, he's done a lot of work for this part of camp here. Put a lot of work, great work in this fantastic gym. My performance training, Ethos Performance, has been fantastic. Everything no stone has been unturned in this preparation. Now we're ready to move the next part of camp to the US, to Miami. We've got Javier Centeno, my lead trainer, and obviously some great sparring partners and the team down there. And we know exactly where we're going. We know where we're at.
Excellent.
We're going to win this World Title Eliminator. We will win this fight.
All right, and in terms of a broadcaster in Australia or anything like that, have there been any discussions around that? Do we expect it to be, are we expecting it to go on Fox or one of the online shows? Any
No, this is a big fight. This is on Sky Sports box office. This is on DAZN USA. This is on Fox Sports Australia. I had Fox Sports here yesterday. We had a great chat, and it's great to finally starting to get the mainstream media supporting me. It's been hard these last couple of years. I've had to do my things my way and go to the US and try to make my name there. And now the name is there. The name has grown, and it's a pleasure to have obviously Fox Sports backing me with the media and some other great media.
I mean, Fox particularly in the last 12-18 months have really started to put money behind boxing. We're seeing it more and more on Australian TVs, getting the US and the UK shows more and more, and that's got to be good for the sport in general, just having it on TV screens as much as we can. Yeah,
look, Australian boxing is small. That's why I went to the US, but in the last 6 to 12 months it has grown. More fans are more interested, and look, it's an exciting time. You got to look at my social media. I've got 110,000 just on Instagram itself. Footy teams, whole footy teams, and NRL teams don't have that. Right, so we must be doing something right in Australian boxing, and the fans are excited. The fans are tuning in, and look, they're looking forward to this fight with me and Selby, and they're looking forward to Australian boxing, and they know what's to come. We've got some good fighters here in Australia, and I'm proud to be leading the pack. I truly believe I'm the best guy here, with some great talent coming up as well.
Just before we head off, you did mention you're sparring with Daniel Lewis earlier. Many people tipping him as one of the hottest sort of talents in Australia. What have you seen from Daniel in your sparring? Is he someone that we should be looking out for?
No, I wasn't sparring with Daniel Lewis, but he was in the gym sparring with Terry Nicholas, and we were doing some training together.
I thought he might be.
He was sparring Terry Nicholas, who's obviously Ferocious Promotions fighter. Massive amateur pedigree, like we've said before, and he's ready to do some big things too. We're going to have him fighting very soon. And look, Daniel Lewis is a great fighter. He's coming up, he's making a lot of noise, and I wish him all the best. He's a great kid. he's a family man. And
unlike yourself, he managed to get himself some real good sparring early in his career.
He's been in there with class sparring, like myself with Pacquiao. He's been in there with Danny Jacobs and Crawford. Obviously, Bilal Akaway has been in there with Canelo. So there's some good guys that have been in there with some elite fighters. So that's great experience for us coming through.
Absolutely.
But I wish them all the best. I wish every Australian fighter all the best. I feel these last couple of years, being away from Australian boxing, doing my thing overseas, and got my father. I don't need to be too loud. Everyone knows who I am. Everyone knows the confident side I am. Everyone knows I'm coming to destroy Selby. I know what I'm here about. I wish everyone all the best. All the best, do the best in their career, and obviously all eyes are going to be on Ferocious again.
Excellent.
As number one fighter here in Australia.
Yeah, we'll obviously wish you all the best as well in the fight coming up to Selby. So I know you're leaving Ted off to the US, so we won't actually see you until after the fight now. But we'll catch up with you when you're back in Australia.
Definitely.
Wish you all the best, mate.
Thank you, and obviously we'll catch up. World number one and mandatory to hopefully.
And then we'll start talking about that Loma fight, 100%.
Definitely.
All right. Cheers, George. Speak to you then.